Hello and welcome to my Germany stage Let's Play. During this Let's Play, we'll be going towards a somewhat unique playstyle. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going down through all the quote-unquote good guy national focuses, collaborate with the local elites, help small businesses, use the locals, which will lead towards formal rights for service. But we're not doing that because we're doing it because we like being nice. What we're doing is we're trying to make it where we can be self-sufficient as possible, and having the local population hate us and trying to overthrow us is not going to be very good for that. So in order to simulate the we're being self-sufficient, we are not going to be requesting manpower, requesting guns, or using the national focuses to request arms, request artillery, or request further arms supplies. We're doing this completely on our own. So with that being said, we're going to start off with status of the Admiralty. With the annexation of the French colonies and the incorporation of British territories, German East Asia, the colonial authority unique in its control by Grand Admiral Hellmuth von Muck and the Austrasian fleet, we must review the status of our continuing mission to protect the colonies from outside aggressors and how best this can be achieved. Alright, with research, I'm going to go very basic. Nothing too special there. For this, we'll just these really good places and build some civs on it. And then while we're at it, we'll get some military factories being built throughout, because it's going to be important later on. Military factories, that's a must. And then we're also going to be working on building these. I think that's good for now. Okay, convoys. You need convoys. It's just how it is. And submarines. With best submarines, we're gonna go to Navy. Our Navy is pretty easy. We've got all of our big ships that aren't submarines in one, which is headed by our leader, Hellmuth von Muck. And then we also have this guy, submarines. Once we get some naval XP, we can give him Lone Wolf, which will be useful for being able to go against the enemy fleet size. Which will be useful. Let's see. I think that's all I have for now. We'll go ahead and start building another division because we have extra guns. We need some more resources. We will be trading with the German Empire because we want our own group getting those civilian factories. So that's pretty important. This army group right here is going to be used for being sent as volunteer groups. This army group is going to be defending our ports, but we're only defending the important ports. And by important ports, I mean ports that if they get invaded, it could really hurt our ability to win against Japan. Not all of our ports, because we have a bunch of ports. I'll show you in just a second. We get maybe not this one. Yeah, we're not this one. There's a bunch of these that have a bunch of ports that does absolutely nothing for us, and it would cost us a lot of manpower to defend. So we're only picking important ones, and then them. Okay. And with that, we can go ahead and finally press play. For the Orient, ever since the British collapse of 1926, the Kaiserreich Marine has been the undisputed master of the Eastern Seas, the guardian of the Western Order in the Orient, and the retreat of the British China section to Australasia after Asian colonies and concessions vulnerable to native socialist insurrection and in need of protection only Germany could offer. Being the string of colonies and concessions from Suez to Tsingtao, this glorious achievement came at a cost, however. Our expansion in the east was unusual in its gravity and scale, bringing our jurisdiction over a diverse and complicated series of colonies divorced from metropolis. Forced to acknowledge our superiority and yet all too destined to reconstruct or fully reorder, lest they collapse and bring our administration with them. Germany's age exists not as a colony or even formally as an authority, but instead as a jurisdiction. A stretch of territory in which a relatively impartial admiralty must at once balance local interests, contend with varying colonial systems, and ensure the protection of it all. Despite our dominance, Japan remains a threat, determined as ever to push us out of the east, movement for itself. Our brave soldiers steering theirs down over the Galatian cities and our glorious battleships valiant across the seas. Looking past matters of internal difficulty, there may be reckoning and its utmost duty to ensure sometimes it is ready. We're going to skip over China. Basically, we have a group in China called the AOG, which protects German interests. They buy railroads. Basically, they're exploiting China for us. And it's our job to protect German interests in China, as well as use China as a proxy war against Japan. China and the AOG. Okay, here it is. It went ahead and popped up anyways. Kerensky is assassinated. We have observer rights on the Legation Council. Legation cities known as the international mandate for the Chinese concessions were formed in 1928 after the Jade Wind incident. European passenger train was attacked by Kuomintang bandits while mostly designed to halt the Zili-Pingting conflict that was destabilizing the Far East. The Americans also intended it to serve as a tool of their open door policy, allowing access to the Chinese markets to all Western nations and Japan. As the active arm of the German policy in Asia, many of our diplomats serve as delegates in the Legation Council in Shanghai. Though Berlin is actually the one to formulate policy in the Council itself, Berlin rarely concerns itself below this level. Though, and we are most responsible for managing most of the German day-to-day and covert activities in legation cities, most of our dealings in China actually involve going around the national mandate, however, and we have many semi-legal extraterritorial concessions in our ally, Qing's League of Eight Provinces. Kaiserreich in China, Nanjing is probably our only true friend. Yeah, so League of Eight Provinces is our best friend. The Qing government is also our friend. Hopefully, you can also go through when they back the Nanjing. I think that's the group that spawns here. Well, yes, the Nanjing, which would be bad for us, and they can also go for a full restoration of their monarchy, which is bad for us. After that, the next best case would probably be them backing Nanjing, and the absolute best one would probably be them trying to overthrow the Qing, the actual Qing himself, Piu, the actual leader of the Qing, failing, and Wu Peifu taking direct control. I don't know how it's weighted. Also, I totally pressed that before I was too late, but the AOG basically bought a railway in, I believe, southern China? I don't know exactly. Totalist Charter. We only have civilian economy. Yeah, so we have the colonial question. Getting that factor up is going to be important. You're an admiral, big surprise here, and this guy, the AOG. We also have lower concessions. Okay, that's nice. We're going to go straight into develop Sun Tao. Tao is one of the cities, a symbol of German dominance, control, and more than anything else, to replace in the sign of lose. That would be unthinkable. High command and all efforts must be made to fortify the concession. That is this little city right here, I believe. This is actually where it gets built. I don't know why it doesn't say King Dao. I'm not sure why. The Duck in France. Black Monday, the situation is dire after devastating financial crisis. German economies in tatters and colonies are sure to follow. We must cut back on much of our spending and immediately look for ways. East Asia's already weak economy. Recovery could take many years. We need to have these two as strong as possible. They are the first point of attack should the Japanese declare... No, I shouldn't say should, when the Japanese declare war on us. Well, ours is going to be the reverse. We're going to be trying to take Taiwan as soon as the war breaks out. Our Chinese partners have weathered the Black Monday crisis no better than us, it would seem. With German... Oh, I totally forgot to pause. Poland declares a republic. I think that's bad for us. Black Week is over. Alright, our Chinese partners have weathered the Black Monday crisis no better than us, it would seem. With German... I've already read that one. I'm so sorry. I believe. Alright, we'll collaborate with the local elites. Our internal governance is both Byzantine and archaic due to the inherence of both French and British colonial systems, in addition to our direct administrative territories. Started to facilitate closer collaboration with local elites to try and improve the situation. I'm going to take a quick look, but I do believe... Wait. Join the international community. It could go either way. Okay. We want a strong Germany, obviously. We'd also like to see Middle Africa not collapse, but I don't know if there's anything we can actually do to prevent that. We're going to go ahead and continue going. The Hoi4 province. Does it change its name to Nanjing as soon as war actually starts? Wow, these guys are actually it's a pretty strong focus. I don't know why they let him get independent and they just didn't declare war on them. I would need to read the actual event to know. Emperor Baodai returns into China. Baodai, the monarch of Annam, has recently finished his studies in Germany and returned into China. While not be satisfied with the mere ceremonial rule, carefully controlled monarchy would allow us to mitigate rule instability and win over the support of the people. Saddamese peasants are innately attached to their emperor, however, the European settlers in Saigon staunchly oppose any attempt to share power with the Annamese. Welcome our puppet emperor. Falling prices. The price of rice and rubber are rapidly falling across the colonies. The farmers and plantation owners relying on rice and rubber exports have been hit hard, especially in our two major colonies of Indochina and Malay. Most will control the price of one colony, but our resources are limited. This will almost certainly come at the cost of others. It will protect Indochina. Qing hegemony shatters. The facade of Chinese unity, having held together for nearly a decade, has begun to crumble. Rising unrest in the League of Eight Provinces, the economic shock of Black Monday, pretending Germany's retrenchment, and the inability of the national government to deliver decisive response to either has made one think clear. Beijing's monopoly on power is broken. Now the future is in any man's game. Okay. Stop. I'm glad we got that when we did. Why do they like us? Same ideology, non-aggression pact. We're going to start right off the beginning. Sending, I think, air volunteers, yes. Volunteers as well as 4 divisions. Ooh. Wu Peifu backs Nanjing. Okay, that's one of the good options. All right. Following the death of Marshal Sun Chifeng earlier this year and the subsequent collapse of Qing authority over much of China, few expected Imperial Minister of the Army Wu Peifu, the real power behind the throne in Beijing, to take overt military action. Yet this morning, he and his assembly president Kaiserreich announced their formal support for the provincial government of Nanjing, the remnants of the old League of Eight Provinces. German diplomats and surgeons are no doubt breathing a sigh of relief as Wu Pei's military support for the newly marshal has been a deciding factor in his war against both the resurgent KMT and Hubei province, aligned with Fengtian and by extension Japan. Okay, they basically just need guns and towed artillery. All right. They can have anything they need in order to secure a win. Why are they not? Okay, I know I can't see. And that's a major reason why I can't tell what's going on. But I feel like they should be able to walk in. It just seems really easy to me. I'm assuming that beep is any second now. It's going to say, yep, and King has declared war on the Nanjing Clique. And we get our divisions there March 5th. This is kind of going. It does not look like they're handling stuff where, well, German businesses flee the League with a sudden descent of the League of Eight Provinces into civil war, the confidence of status quo in China and generalist collapse. While seeing it as guaranteed support for German interests upon his victory, belief in the King's side of the energy and his valuable concession cities is rapidly plummeting. Okay. I don't know where. Nanjing requests more equipment. Bro, you can have it. Somebody been in China since our army destroyed Ho Chi Minh and his cynical strategies in Guangzhou 10 years ago, and China has enjoyed a period of stability. Except for the stock market crash or black money has had a devastating impact on the highly commercialized Chinese economy. Strikes and rice riots are spreading in Tonkin, Annam, and Karakhina. I don't know how you pronounce that. Urban students and intellectuals ask for more freedom. What's worse, our intelligence suggests more underground revolutionaries are secretly spreading their influences. Zhang declared war on Nanjing. Isn't that great? Okay, where are you? Where are... Okay. Get in there. European privileges. The economic shock of Black Monday, many European settlers have lost everything and become impoverished overnight. And some have petitioned us to strengthen their social and economic privileges so that settlers no reduce living like mere colonial subjects. They argue that a strict racial caste system is the only way to ensure the peace in our colonies. Reject them. There goes our political power. Alright, we need to get there and protect Nanjing. We lose Nanjing, we lose the war. Please tell me our air is actually running. For a second, I thought that was Nanjing about to capitulate, and I was about to be really mad. I guess that's just not how it works. Okay. Oh well. As soon as we finish collaborating with local elites, we can do this stuff to send them guns easier. Come on. You need to get there, bro. Death of Pius Galaxy's control in Ecuador. Arthur Horn takes control. KMT and Indian Socialists overthrow Tibet. Interesting. With the former League of Eight provinces in complete flames, the German presence in China is rapidly deteriorating. The AOG and the Nanking Commission struggle to make sense of war chaos and are forced to retreat to their headquarters. It makes things worse. There's reports in Guangzhou that rioters attacked the German quarters there, damaging assets and assaulting a German citizen. In response, the Admiralty is preparing to retaliate by sending a squadron of destroyers to attack Guangzhou, remind the Chinese that the German Empire will not tolerate such a blatant violation of international treaties. Of course, there is no real strategic or tactical value to such attacks on the defenseless cities, but would send a message to ensure that the Chinese people and the rest of the world not to forget that Germany is a world power. We will definitely launch a strike to retaliate, and let's go for Nanking. Well, come on. Squadron returns from Guangzhou. Mission accomplished. Come on, let's go ahead and send aid to the Nanjing warlords. To direct our influence, China is confirmed to the concessions. German self-power is a direct channel to the Nanjing Clique. He thought to continue dominance over southern China is a long-term threat to us. First International Congress. Nationalist agitation in Tonkin. Send you after them. Well, I don't know if taking in King will directly just end them or not, but it appears I'm the only one trying to stop them. Okay. Come on. Okay, come on, just hold on to that city. Okay, we can send aid now. Zoom Sino-Japanese cooperation. Berlin orders are clear, setting aside matters of civilization and race. Germany and China must meet on one another's arms outstretched in mutual strength and friendship, faced by a mutual foe. In truth, Germany and China's soldiers above for Japan. China and Germany's guns to arm them. Okay, I guess you can go there. Okay, this is not going very well. Plantation strikes. Nanjing requests equipment. Send them what they need. Plantation strikes. We'll work with them. Yo, Ching, it would be really nice if you could find a way to help us out here. Since you offered military backing. Send them what resources they need. We'll probably no, we got some guns. I think there's a way to check how this war is going, actually. I just don't remember. Basic machine tools. That's enough for now. We'll go with that. I think I just saw a Japanese division. Yep. Come on. It looks like it's actually going, so, right there. Come on. Come on, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to just destroy these guys. So I guess just to push up this way works. Okay, this is how we're going to protect the capital. Screw it, now we're going up there. How long will this take? 5 days. Yeah, we'll put background to Nanjing. I don't know if this will actually capitulate them or not. I'm hoping it will. Alright, dispersed industry or concentrated industry? I'm gonna go concentrated industry. Come on. Come on, game. You know he's gone. They don't have a capital anymore. Come on. Okay, no, I guess we're just gonna fight up there. Come on. Come on, I swear. Capitulated. No, wait, let's give it a moment. Oh, I just totally cost myself that. Okay. Good job, bro. Yeah, they can have whatever equipment they need. Request more equipment. Let's go with Baodai solution. When we took possession of French territories after the wall of Krieg was hit, the Emperor Baodai would remain in position as the Emperor of under a guiding hand. He now requests a series of reforms to revise the ancient imperial system. We'll see if we shall grant him these. The Invotai mutiny. Concentrate our forces to crush these bandits. Come on. First step. They're defeated. Okay. After ascending to the throne, Baodai has recruited several reform-minded figures into his court, including neo-traditional intellectual Pham Kirin, Catholic administrator No Dim Dim. Now his ministers have decided to initiate a ministry of reform to revise the functional bureaucratic system. Currently, the mandarins and the protectorate of only nominally run the country, while the European advisors hold true power. This reform will certainly damage the European monopolization of power. It is necessary. If this works and we walk into their capital, this might capitulate them. If this is on might... Okay, we need you moving back here. Like now. Actually ran out of time for this episode as of that moment right there, but we'll keep going. Shidong has been annexed. Alright, now we're almost done. But you know what? Since we're no longer on that cliffhanger, I'm actually going to change my mind completely and say that actually is the end of the first episode. Sorry for that quick change, but they capitulated instantly, so, yeah, the next, next episode will be us fighting the left KMT. But please leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.